Since 1977, no other Star Wars film has divided audiences quite like The Last Jedi. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be taking a look at the top 5 legitimate gripes with Star Wars The Last Jedi.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. Whether you thought it was the best since Empire or the worst since The Phantom Menace, here are 5 things that we understand not being sold on. Just so it's said, here at WatchMojo we loved it and don't necessarily agree with these points, but can totally understand fans' issues with them. But as darkness rises, light does to meet it. So be sure to check out the companion piece to this, Top 5 Things The Last Jedi Got Right. Also, be warned, this list is strong with spoilers.
This is not going to go the way you think.
Number 5, the pacing was off. As the longest Star Wars film so far, The Last Jedi was always at risk of dragging on. This was only made worse by the fact that it had multiple climaxes. First in the daring escape from the First Order, then the showdown in Snoke's chamber, then another battle on Crate before Luke finally shows up and psychs out Kylo Ren. Some criticized that it seemed to borrow from and combine plot points from both The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, like some kind of narrative Hail Mary. This wasn't helped by the fact that a handful of scenes felt completely unnecessary to the plot, but more on that later. Number 4, build-up from the previous film was dashed.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it?
Episode 7, The Force Awakens, was the beginning of a new era for Star Wars, and it introduced a lot of new elements and big questions. Who are Rey's parents? Where did Snoke come from? Why is C-3PO's arm red?
You probably don't recognize me because of the red arm.
You know, all pressing need-to-know big picture stuff. The Last Jedi made an effort to subvert expectations, first by cutting down our expectations of Snoke, and then providing Rey's true parentage as an anti-twist. Considering the hype that followed The Force Awakens, many had high expectations that never got the payoff they felt they deserved. Number 3, Luke's character took a huge turn. The protagonist of the original trilogy, Luke Skywalker, is an icon, with many feeling his place as a hero is beyond solidified. That's why when it turns out he's abandoned most of his principles and even considered killing one of his students, many were beyond miffed with this drastic character departure.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Even Mark Hamill butted heads with director Rian Johnson over where the character was going. Obviously, the filmmakers felt they needed to give the character some depth and struggle, and in doing so made his past tragically similar to Obi-Wan's, much to the chagrin of some fans.
A young Jedi named Darth Vader, who was a pupil of mine until he turned to evil, helped the Empire hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights.
For fans though, this went from insult to injury when he magically found new powers they had never seen before. Number 2, the jokes were out of place. Johnson worked hard to make The Last Jedi not only his own, but also a departure from past Star Wars movies. Part of that involved injecting humor into the script. While humor and jokes have never been completely foreign to Star Wars,
You came nothing? You're braver than I thought.
a few of the jokes were definitely off-putting. The Joss Whedon-esque prank call at the beginning set a bad tone for a lot of fans.
Shit! Language!
And during one of Rey and Kylo Ren's 4 Skype calls, she has to ask him to put a shirt on, though she was probably just tired of seeing his ridiculously high pants. Either way, a growing number of fans have stated that the jokes went for a cheap laugh and felt largely out of place in a Star Wars film.
Chewie. We're home.
Number 1, the entire Casino Planet plotline was pointless. While Canto Bight may have provided a commentary on war profiteering, many fans felt the whole movie would have just been better without it. The escape and ensuing chase scene on the back of the Fathiers felt like it was in the wrong movie, but even taking a step back from that, Finn and Rose were on a mission that ended in failure and accomplished nothing. In fact, bringing Benicio del Toro's DJ into the mix actually got a ton of Resistance fighters killed. It seems like it all could have just been solved if Holdo had let Poe in on her plans. It's a big lesson for Poe Dameron, but many can't shake the feeling that it was just unnecessary.
Go straight at him! Don't let these thugs scare you!
Copy that.
We're with you, Poe!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.